Cray, it was good to see you. Glad to have you. BRP, hi, hello. Good morning. Happy birthday. Hello. Welcome back. Good morning. Happy pee-pee day. Huge pee-pee. Kerfluffle, hello. Look who it is. Sil? So you better be in those Guardian mines. Great thing of a lurk. Turquoise, I'm glad you like the music. I literally just looked up Dark Club on Spotify, and this is Spotify's pre-made Dark Club mix, so... I have this whole... Does anyone know any inspectors? No. No inspectors here. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing Frenetic trials, crawling towards lunar diplomacy. Are you trying to beat me on lunar diplomacy still? I swear to God. I swear to God, still. Calamity, hello. Good morning. Oh, 10 more magic levels? Okay, fair. What's the magic requirement for lunar diplomacy? I should not be thinking or looking about it, any of this stuff right now. 65? Oh yeah, I'm already there. Get fucked on. All right, sick. Never mind, we're chill. I do think that there's other skills that I have not grinded that are requirements for lunar diplomacy, though. Speaking of lunar, any U.S. friends also catch the eclipse last night? I did not know that there was an eclipse. That's pretty hot and sexy. You know what else is hot and sexy? Holes, that's what. Holes are sexy. Anyway, hey, good morning. Happy birthday. How are you? Welcome back.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Huge. We're getting a ton of snow, so we couldn't see it. I'm mad about getting cooler weather, though. Yeah, I'm not mad about getting cooler weather. I do appreciate cooler weather. I just wish we didn't have 17,000 inches of snow preventing me from doing outside work. Anyway, hi, hello, good morning, happy birthday. How are you? I have my curtain open outside because I went to the dentist yesterday and the mechanic yesterday. And when I was driving the car, it took so fucking long for my eyes to adjust, and my eyes were watering just by the fact that there was more light outside, more sunlight than what I was used to, because I'm a fucking shut-in lately. So I'm opening my curtains to let more natural light in, because I did not enjoy that reality check reminding me that I've not really left the house in the past 2 weeks. Unfortunate. Anyway, Travis, What would you like your name color to be on the pee-pee paddle? What is the sun? True. True. The colors we have are yellow, blue, black, purple, orange, or green. Looks great on you at least. What? Natural lighting? I do think that my camera picture looks better, weirdly enough. Black, please. I got you. Can we add that to the PP? Could I have a mod add the PP paddle deets to the PPP command? Do you want just Travis? Travis card, Travis L card? You want the full thing? What are you thinking? Your last vibe check turned out very accurate. So do you want an actual vibe, just the vibe check, or do you want your harlot horoscope mixed? I'm cool either way. Feels like it's been cloudy all year until today. Right, real. All right. Boom. Don't look at my wallet. Wait, did you want D20 or D20 or Hundy? Hundy. Huge. Your D100 vibe check. $22. 22 mixed. Are you doing okay today? Be nicer to yourself. Take some rest today. Get some well-deserved rest and relaxation. And remember that guilty rest is not restful. So be kind to yourself and allow yourself actual restful chill time. Okay, Mixed? I love you. You're great. Mwah. Me getting ready for a stream. Is it really a stream day on a 22? You think? Are you feeling a 22 vibe mix right now? See, here's the question then. Would a stream be revitalizing for you, or would it be draining? Because if it's revitalizing, it's both. Well, in that case, I got nothing. Hey, I canceled stream on Wednesday. To do restful rest, okay? Okay? Just do Travis Carr. I'm pending minutes for D&D. Yeah, I got you. Thank you, Travis. After we update Travis on the PP paddle, I will get started on everyone else's vibe checks. Boom. Let's go, Travis. You did, but when was the last time you had a vacation? No, that doesn't really count. No, that's 2023 maybe? But I also worked. In that case, I don't know. I'm not Wait, no, I didn't. That wasn't. No, that was just one day. It might be. It might have been technically TwitchCon 2022. But I'm not I'm not sure. I literally don't remember. Ooh. However, I do have some time off planned at the end of this month for my birthday. I've rented an Airbnb with a hot tub. I'm going to get Stongel and I'm going to become a human broth, a human stew, a human soup for a little bit while I'm on another planet. I have a few, like, we're doing like a little food tour around the city. Yeah. Last time I had a vacation was 2010, unless unemployment counts. No, unemployment doesn't count. Unless you didn't feel guilt about being unemployed and you actually had restful rest during your unemployment, then it could count. But if you sat there stewing in guilt and anxiety, worrying about it, doesn't count. However, I will say, if we can't hit PP before that, I'm going to work during my planned vacation so that we can hit PP, because I can't take vacation in the middle of fucking Partner Plus push if we're actually going to hit 300 by the end of the month. We're not quite halfway through the month and we're almost halfway to our goal. So like, we're really fucking close. We're on track to hit it. However, if we don't, I'm going to be streaming during my vacation. I might still stream at least one day during the vacation, especially if we do hit it, to do a hot tub stream again. I'll put on the Thanos onesie bodysuit. You know? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, welcome. Oh, no, not welcome. You're unwelcomed, actually. Welcome to Vibe Checks that I need to catch up on. Hang on 2 seconds. Who did I do? I did mixed. Now we're going to do Calamity, who wants a harlot horoscope instead. Let me pull up the harlot chart. Let me pull up the harlot table. I really should just get this memorized so I don't have to pull it up every time. Okay, Calamity, your harlot horoscope. Speed run, 19. That makes you a brazen strumpet. Donkville would like a normal D20 vibe check. Donk, that's a 5. You do not pass the vibes. I'm so sorry. Ruath, just a normal vibe check. Ruath, 72, not bad. Turquoise, normal D20 vibe check. 11, that passes just barely, but you still pass the vibe check. Thoughts and prayers and harlot Jesus that I'm not a troll this time. Beanie, your harlot horoscope. 89, that makes you a haughty courtesan. Olmec, your harlot horoscope. Biscuit, thank you so much. That's a 3. Olmec, that makes you a slovenly troll. I'm so sorry. Shaw, your vibe check. 42, the answer to life, love, and everything. Normally, something below a 50 would not pass the vibe check. However, 42 is the answer, is the way. You're going to have an incredible realization or have some beautiful news given to you today. That's a 42. You're gonna do it today. You're gonna do it today. Today is the day. Atticus, hello. Good morning. How are you? Biscuit, thank you for the 3-stream streaking. Nicole, the 3-stream streaking. Thank you so much. Welcome back, everybody. Huge. Are we actually ready, Moth, thank you for the lurk, for some hole inspection? 99 is a rich panderer. So it looks like you gave away all of your money. Unfortunate. D Hundy vibe check. Get your vibe. If you want a vibe check, get them in now, because I don't have the dice cam on the whole inspection scene. And once we get into stories, I'm not doing vibe checks. Okay, so get them in now if you want vibes. Platypi 35. Unfortunately, that does not pass the vibe check. Be nice to yourself today, Biscuit. You are a very, very good biscuit, and I'm very proud of you. And you look so pretty when you're looking up. I'm sorry. So some days you're a rich pander, the other days you're a slovenly troll. C'est la vie, exactly. A quick hundy for how my weekend's gonna go. Absolutely. Nicole, vibe check for your weekend. 64 is pretty good. I'll be the extra 5. Hello. 1 harlot horoscope for chronic. Hello. 91 aged madam. All right, D100 for my life, please. Huge. 37, not the worst I've ever seen, but it doesn't pass the vibe check. Be nice to yourself today. Be kind to yourself. Chronic, hello, good morning. How are you? Welcome back. Okay, we're switching. Never mind. We're rolling for Travis. For D&D tomorrow, I'm DMing. Let's see. 84. 84. You're going to have a fucking phenomenal time. That's incredible. One of your players is going to bring snacks. And it's going to be great. Last call for vibe checks or harlot horoscopes. Vibe checks and harhos. Last call before we do holes. 5, 4. Just kidding. We're doing holes now. Fuck off. Welcome to Hole Inspector, everybody. If this is your first time with it, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to read the title of a story. Based on that title alone, you will decide whether or not that the OP of the story is an asshole or is not the asshole. After the prediction closes, we will read the story in its entirety and then discuss as a community on whether or not we think that the poster of the story is an asshole or not. After we do that and after we pay out the prediction, I will tell you what squares you can mark off on your Bing Hole card. If you would like to play Am I the Asshole themed bingo along with us, ! bingo, and click that little link in the chat there to get your randomly generated Am I the Asshole themed bingo card. The way that I used to play bingo, some people do it differently, but the way that I do bingo, I refresh the bingo card at the beginning of every stream. So all the stories in a given it's like going to bingo night, right? You don't bring your card from last time to bingo night. You get a fresh card at every bingo night, right? Some people do multiple bingo cards because they're hole inspector pilled, and I love that for them. But new card, beginning of every stream, see if you get a line. And that's Hole Inspector. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, smoochies. Mwah. I'm ready to look at the Hole Inspector subreddit. Also, before we get really, really into it, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, I do want to highlight for YouTube and for our new folks, we are pushing for Partner Plus on Twitch. What that does is allow me to earn a 70-30 split on all sub revenue except for primes, including gift subs, which helps me out a shit ton. Twitch is my main income. It allows me to do this all the time as my main gig. So if you to count for Partner Plus, what you need to do if you would like to support is subscribe on Twitch of your own volition, a non-gift, non-prime sub. A tier 1 sub is worth 1 point, a tier 2 sub is worth 2 points, and a tier 3 sub is worth 6 points. By the end of the month, we're trying to get to 300 points, and then we have to hit 300 the next 2 following months. So 300 points 3 months in a row qualifies me for Partner Plus in order for me to get 70-30 split on our sub revenue. That helps out a shit ton. My corporate, disgusting, shameless shilling is now over. I apologize for everyone that had to sit through that. However, I've been told that I should advocate for myself. So I'm going to do that. But only once at the beginning of stream. I might talk about it one more time, but I hate doing it. I like providing free, entertaining content for people. I want corporations to pay for it. However, if you enjoy your time here, I really appreciate it. Should I put PP count on the whole scene, or do we hate that? I could put it really small down in the left-hand corner, maybe. I have the Bingo Baker page saved so I can just pull up a new card every time. There you go. There you go. LT, thoughts on PP count down here or up here. We could have it in the camera frame or out of the camera frame, whatever, it doesn't matter. PP count. Where would you, hey, LT, where do you want me to put my PP? Outside of frame? Okay, I got you. Huge. Outside of frame. PP points. How's that? Is that chill? Does that work? Is that good and hot and sexy? Is that beautiful? Yeah? Actually, no. I need to move it down just a bingle. I want it nice and scented, you know? Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's not super readable with the light colored scrolling emote wall in the background. However, that doesn't matter. It's there. Sono, hello, welcome back. Good morning. I brought coffee. Huge. I have a Red Bull and I'm ready to fucking party. This sounds like it's gonna be really funny, actually. What a great start. What an incredible start for Hole Inspection Day. I'm opening a prediction. First Dickie of Holes going live right now. I could add an outline, probably, but I also don't care about it that much because advertising that I'm looking for monetary support makes me want to throw up. So I'm not worried about it too much. Am I the hole for sleeping in my car because my wife won't stop playing whale sounds at night? Oh, the post you were trying to cross post got deleted, Turquoise? That's unfortunate. Put your points in the Dickie. Hole or not the hole. Hole or no hole. Well, not no hole, because sometimes holes are prevalent in the story. It's just not OP. Am I the hole for sleeping in my car because my wife won't stop playing whale sounds at night? I could see this going both ways. Like, if you're married and you're like, hey, this thing that you're doing is incredibly grating to me and is interrupting my sleep, absolutely have a discussion about that. Figure out a compromise. Because you're in a relationship where you have to consider another person. That's what that is. Whales are scary, not the whole. That's so funny. Oh my God, MK, that fucking remodel of the fucking Sky Whale took me out. Oh my God. I said yes the whole, probably for not communicating. Yeah, it could really go either way. Really go either way. I'm biased in my answer. I have auditory sensory users. If someone was doing that to me, I'd be extremely upset. Yeah, exactly. That's why I could see it going literally either way. They're being an a-hole to their spine, probably. You know what? True. True. Remodel the sky. Well, yeah. That was you, right? The message where I was like, I saw this while I was live doing a collab and I lost my shit. I was crying, laughing. Everyone sucks counts as the whole, right? Yes. Because if everyone sucks, you're at least a little bit of a whole. It's a shark, so I was like, oh, I thought you remodeled the Sky Whale because you don't like whales. Yeah, my bad. Okay, so this is weird, but I need to know if I'm in the wrong here. My wife, 32 Femme, has recently gotten really into whale sounds. It started as something she played while working from home, and I didn't mind. Then she started listening to them while doing chores, cooking, and even during dinner. Again, fine, I figured it was a phase. Hey, listen, I've literally heard of people listening to whale sounds like as a relaxing, sort of calming, meditative thing to help them fall asleep. Basically 24/7 all day whale sounds. That's too much, right? Am I wild for that? That seems excessive. That's, ma'am, if you want a divorce, there's an easier way. I literally don't think that she's doing this in order to push her husband away. Like, I can see someone just full sending whale sounds for like relaxation, but what that does tell me is that something is very wrong in the life of OP's wife here. Something is very concerning, something is very stressful to her, and that's the root of listening to those whale sounds. Because like, why else, you know? Does she have a dopamine issue? Maybe. I totally get that some people don't like it, but making someone else listen to it when they don't want to isn't cool. Yeah, that I understand, like boundaries and stuff, right? But I feel like I'm getting way ahead of myself and making a ridiculous assumptions. Okay. But then she started playing them at night. I mean, full blast, speakers on either side of the bed, deep ocean whale calls echoing through our room like we're sleeping at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. She says it helps her relax and feel connected to nature. The problem is I can't sleep through it. I've tried earplugs, but I swear I can still hear them. I wake up to haunting, eerie, moaning sounds and feel like I'm in some kind of deep sea horror movie. I asked if she could at least lower the volume or use headphones. She refused? Saying the sounds need to fill the room for the full effect. I even tried playing my own relaxing noises to balance it out to rain sounds, white noise, but she said they ruin the purity of the ocean experience. Okay, now you're just being booty cheek booty hole. Now literally nothing else. You're just being a booty hole. You're just being insubordinate Ira. Negative Nancy. Booty hole Bob. No. Inconsiderate of your partner's wants and thoughts and feelings and needs so that you can listen to something relaxing. That's, yeah, this being a hill to die on is extraordinarily concerning. I'm sorry, I stopped reading just a little bit too soon. After weeks of this, I finally snapped and just started sleeping in my car. I parked it in our driveway, reclined the seat, and actually got my first full night of sleep in weeks. Now she's furious, saying I'm abandoning our bed over something trivial and making her feel guilty for trying to create a peaceful home environment. You are actively making it hostile when your husband tells you multiple times that he can't sleep while these whale sounds are going on and that they are interrupting his relaxation. What do you mean? There's no abandonment here. There's a hostile takeover going on between you and a bunch of whales. What do you mean? I told her I'd happily come back if we could compromise on the whale sounds, but she says I'm being selfish and refusing to understand her needs. The concept of a mirror eludes this woman in such a complete and worrying way. That's so unfortunate. What do you mean? Refusing to understand her needs. Not only are you refusing to understand your husband's needs, you're actively sabotaging them. You don't need to listen to whale sounds. Your husband needs to be able to sleep. What do you mean? So am I the hole for choosing my car over the call of the wild? Top comment, were you swinging free and easy in the car? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm so confused. Why is this the top comment? Why is this the top comment on this? There's wait. If you haven't looked at his profile, don't. Oh.
Do it.
OP has an enormous dong. That's, yeah. There's a opening his profile. There's a blurry faced image of him standing in, decent lighting in a whale of a dong. Yeah. Yeah. Mans is blessed down there. He's definitely seems to be a shower for sure. And then the second post on his profile is a helicopter. In slow motion. Not Jules Copter! No! We're talking about someone's Jules Copter. Is he Canadian? Was he grilling? Oh, the throwback. The throwback. Now that's a good callback. That's a good callback. I'm going to say everyone sucks here. He is showing his penis to all of Reddit while he is married. That you don't know the intricacies of their relationship. You don't know their dynamic. Sex work is real work. Let's just put that out there right now. Sex work is real work. And it doesn't matter if you're married or not. I'm not going to presume to know the agreements and the boundaries that they have set in their relationship in regards to posting nudes on the internet, doing sex work, etc., you know? And that also has nothing to do with, like, the question being asked here. Right, like Copri said, this has nothing to do with whale time other than he has a whale of a hog. If my husband wants to post his dong in appropriate places, I wouldn't care even if it was for funsies. Yeah! Like, every relationship, every person is different with different boundaries and stuff. You can't, you cannot judge a moral and ethical dilemma like this based on something else, and especially so when it's related to, like, nudity and the sharing of one's body. I'm a piece of shit, like, art student, so my views on nudity and sex and depictions of such are not necessarily commonplace. So I'm coming from there when I say stuff like this, that it's just nudes. You know? But it is the human body. After drawing an old man's ball sack in life drawings, after a while, it really desensitizes you. Exactly, right. Yeah, it's a piece of anatomy. It's part of the human anatomy. But also, like my views on communal public nudity aside, what they decide to do in their own relationship is up to them and their boundaries. and has nothing to do with the post that we're talking about, you know? I think straight up just not the whole. You're being completely ignored in your desire to get a good night's sleep in favor of your wife listening to whale sounds. Oh yeah, let me look at the second top comment here. Maybe she's tired of you posting your dick on Reddit. Well, about to go look at a wiener. Well, all right. I don't know why I did that. Maybe it's because you continually post videos of your penis on Reddit. Not getting enough attention on r/rate my cock. This is absolutely revenge on her part for you posting dicks in other subs on Reddit. Plot twist. OP is the only one who can hear the whale sounds, and his wife is watching him slowly go mad as she tries to drone them out with a completely different type of music. So Reddit sucks here. Dunno, she's being mean on purpose. Must really hurt your soul to be driven out of your place. Don't clam up. I'm urging you to stop her muscling in on your sleep. These are the top comments, by the way. Yuri, hello. Good morning. How are you? Literally, this guy's posting, like, whether the story is fake or not, no one is taking it seriously, and everyone's like, you post nudes on Reddit. You don't deserve advice, I guess. But we already knew that Reddit is anti-sex work despite being one of the, like, primary pornography places on the internet. I want to have access to sex work, but I want them to feel wrong and bad for it. Shut the fuck up, Reddit. Shut the fuck up. Is this... I think so. Anyway, taking the situation as the story is said, not the whole. You deserve your wants, needs to also be attended to in your relationship, and that includes being able to sleep. Period. I didn't know that Reddit was so puritanical, but here we are. Anyway, not the whole. You know, actually, you know what? I'm honestly surprised. This is the first surprise we've found while doing Hole Inspector. When going to people's profiles. I'm honestly surprised this is the first one. At least it's equal with genders given how much they shame women. Yeah. Anyway, Bing Hole Squares for Mr. Whale. Entitlement on the wife's part, for sure. It's not about you on the wife's part, for sure. Hit them with your car that you're sleeping in, for sure. I'm going to go shitty but justified in the sense that what you are having to do is shitty. Like, shitty for you, but justified because your wife isn't fucking listening to you, you know? It's not that serious for the wife's part. You don't need to listen to whale sounds. That's just weird. Absolutely, absolutely counts. Hypocrisy to the nth degree. Not the whole. Grown-ass adult acting like a child. Reddit sucks here for reasons that we can't put in the YouTube video. It's not throw the whole relationship away energy yet, but it's careening towards it like a brick wall and a Ferrari. So I'm going to go ahead and count it. Throw the whole relationship away. Because, like, you've talked about it, like, in the post at least 5 times, and the 5th time she was like, you're being selfish. Like, gaslighting, manipulation. There we go. There's your binghole squares. I think that's everything that counts today. I wonder if this got upvoted specifically because OP was posting hog. I wonder if that got posted to Hole Inspector because OP had a whale of a hog. I don't know. If she is doing this to intentionally get back at OP for posting his body, talk to him about it. Right. Right. But we don't know. We don't know. This was posted 2 days ago, and I don't think that there's any additional insight from OP. Wait. Wait, hang on. And here was the post. Okay. There are, as a reply to a deleted comment from a deleted username, OP said, I wish it was, man. And then as a comment to his helicopter video, needs more whale noises, 0 out of 10. Okay, I'll make the next video with whale noises. That was requested a lot. And then a post immediately afterwards that was deleted off of r/nude mail art.
The critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, with an expanded free trial which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heaven's Ward, and thrilling Stormblood expansions up to level 70 for free with no restrictions on playtime.
A deleted post that was deleted by the moderators of r/nude mail art that said thinking about whales. I'm starting to think that maybe this is fake. But if we take it at face value, absolutely not the asshole because your wife isn't listening to you, you know? I'm surprised that meme is still around. What, the Final Fantasy XIV one? Yeah. Same. Crater, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate it. Welcome back, Crater. What would you like? What color would you like your name on the pee-pee paddle? Black, yellow, blue, purple, orange, green. Purple, please. I got you. I got you. Well, the natural lighting really does look really good, huh? With the, especially with like the contrast. All right. That's sick. Can I fit you? I'm going to put you up here next to Wolfgrave. Crater. Crater. Might just be running with the new attention. I can assume he's not getting it from his... Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? Beats with RTX on? Oh my god. I feel like if you're going to do whole inspector, you need to take them all at face value. It also becomes an exercise in trying to determine what's real and what's not. That's a whole other thing. Well, like, it kind of depends on the post, too. Like, it depends on context.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Wolfgrave, thank you for that gift sub to Whalecock Wally. All right. Incredible. Crater, thank you again for contributing to my PP. Your name is on the PP paddle. Thank you for adding to our Partner Plus push points. PP, actually?
Well, excuse me, princess.
26 years of PP.
26 years of PP. Is your name? I swore your name was already on here, Skywalker. Well, green? You want green, Skywalker? To be fair, most of the time we do. Yeah, most of the time we do. Yes, please. I got you. I got you, Skywalker. Thank you so much. 26 years. Huge, incredible, beautiful, iconic. Digging the natural light beast, not gonna lie. It's nice. Is it one paddle per month? No, I'm doing, I will probably run out of room, but I was going to fill this paddle up with names. If I have to, I'll get multiple paddles. But my idea was to do front all the way down to the hilt, back, and then also the sides. I might get some like fine tips to do the sides and have like 2 rows. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Skywalker. Skywalker. You are on the PP paddle. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for contributing to my PP. Can't wait to get edged. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're so close. Look at you. Look at that. Teasing each other. At the end of the 3 months, if we do make it, I'm going to be raffling off and doing a giveaway for our PP paddle with all the names on it. At the end of the 3 months, as long as we meet our PP. Raffling off. I thought it was just going to be the one, but I severely underestimated how many names I'd be able to put on here. We're halfway through month 1. So we're absolutely at least going to get to the bottom of the front here by the end of the month, probably, if we do make our PP. So I might need to get another one.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Crater, thank you for the gift sub to Pedal Paddle. Pedal Paddle. Huge. Anyway, at the end of the 3 month, I'm doing a giveaway for all of the paddles that we have made during our push for Partner Plus. Closest to PP paddle I could find. Great. I mean, month 2 and 3 won't add that many names unless you duplicate. No, I'm adding names every time you resub because it's new points every single time. It's every time. It's every new sub or resub. So you can get your name on the paddle multiple times over multiple months. We've got ads right now, so I'm waiting for ads to finish before we go on. Yeah, I need to go get another paddle, I think. Before you auction them off, can you hang them all in a trench coat and show them off RE4 merchant style? Oh my god, that'd be really funny. My 3-month resub just restarted, so you know for sure I'm getting on there 2 more times. Huge. Huge. What are you buying? What are you selling? Thank you. What? How many bits is my Resident Evil 4 merchant alert? The Resident Evil merchant dubstep alert? Fuck, what was that? I don't fucking remember.
What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you buying? What are you selling? Thank you.
Yeah, that one. Thank you for the Resident Evil merchant biddies. I appreciate that. I literally offered to spit in your mouth, and you were like, I don't know. Brick, thank you for the 69. I appreciate it. Why he kind of... You like that voice, huh? He says thank you almost the same way as the librarian from Castlevania. I can't say I'm familiar. Little star thirsty for those deep gruff voices, I guess, huh? You gotta play Symphony of the Night at some point. It's required reading? Reading?
Princess, all of this sweet, sweet crunkle is yours.
I don't have a message. I just want in on this hype train.
Huge. Incredible. Beautiful. Iconic. One of a kind. Show-stopping. Unique. Think of the 100 bingles. I appreciate it. Thank you for contributing to the hype train. Appreciate you. Thank you. I just finished scanning all my MTG bulk 16K cards. I need one of those fucking scanner trays so bad. I need to also do that. I gotta clean up my fucking MTG mess, please.
Excuse me, princess.
Let's go! Hertz, what color would you like your name for the PP paddle? They're like $5. I want a 3D print one. Because all the ones that I found were like 15, and I'm like, are you kidding? Black, I got you. Oh, wrong button. Whoops. Don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that. Dreaming thing of the 5. Thank you for the 500 bongles. Huge, incredible, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm putting hurts a lot. Not. Do you want the 9 on there? Hurts a lot, or do you just want hurts a lot? Thoughts?
Anything for my princess.
Media tier 2! Let's go! You think Terry Crews ever regrets making Old Spice commercials? Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Just Hertz is fine. Huge. Uh-oh. I might need a new black Sharpie. Yeah, there we go. Hertz. Skywalker Hertz. Meaty and orange, please. I got you, Meaty. Thank you so fucking much. Tier 2. Y'all, the peepee getting
Anything
swole.
for my princess.
Land salad, let's go! Tier 2 for 6 months in advance. Incredible, beautiful, iconic, one of a kind, show-stopping, unique, never been done before, never the same, always innovative. Let's fucking go. Huge. Yeah, I think you're on here, Wolfgrave. Yeah, see? Because I wrote nerd over it, like you wanted. Let's go big pee-pee. Land salad, what color would you like your name on the pee-pee paddle? Did you say swole pee-pee? Human one? My pee-pee is so swole right now. Chat's making my pee-pee so big. It's incredible. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold all this pee-pee. Love that for you. Thank you so much, human one. Thank you so much. We're putting Meaty. We got Meaty. We got Meaty on the paddle, baby. Oh, I should have filled one of these holes with Meaty, and also Hertz probably. Whoops. Oh well. Yes, everyone, please go follow Human One. Incredible streamer, incredible creator, very fun, very chill, very welcoming, incredibly welcoming, and also very fun to murder in Lockdown Protocol while you're singing "You Are My Sunshine" in minor key while holding a kitchen knife. Anyway, I still have nightmares. Oh no. Smitty, hi, welcome back. That's terrifying. Don't worry about it. And then we got land salad. What color did you want? I've got, let's see. I've got yellow, blue, orange, green, purple, and black land salad. What color would you like your name on the pee-pee paddle? I thought about making you an Astarian deck for MTG, but then you wouldn't be Astarian-less. True.
Well, excuse me, princess.
LT, think if that gifts up to straight jorking my peanuts. Green, please. I got you, land salad. Huge. Thank you so much. You want the underscore in there? You want just land, just salad? How'd you like it?
Excuse me,
Possum!
princess.
Possum, let's fucking go. 6-month resub. Thank you for contributing to my peepee. It grows bigger by the second. It's quite windy here right now. Don't worry. My peepee's big enough to cover all of us. Beeps is a bringer of chaos and destruction. I'm gonna go land underscore salad just to be true. With the underscore, huge. Okay. Yeah, that's not enough room. Let's see. There's another one I put it. Yeah, it was Boglitch. Okay. We got land salad, baby. We got motherfucking land salad. 6 months tier 2. That's so huge. Thank you so fucking much. Possum. Yellow, blue, orange, purple, black. Umbrella PB. We love helping Beef's PB grow big and girthy. Exactly, miss. Thank you. Yes. Did you share that I love reading descriptions of tarot books because they're always like unlocking the secrets by Misty esoterica and then a bunch of woo-woo stuff, and it's like, I get it, but really all you're doing is telling me what the colors mean. You can take it down. That's funny. Yellow, I got you. Do you want your full username, a screaming possum? Do you just want possum?
Excuse me.
How would you like to be
princess.
represented?
Couldn't pass up a peepee as Norse as this.
Fucking huge. Fucking incredible. Beautiful. Shire Fairy. Fairy, thank you so much. 15 months is huge. Just possum. I got you. Can I fit you in one of these holes? I could fit you. I could fit you next to Meaty probably. Yeah. We got possum. That says possum, I promise. It's not very legible, but I promise it says possum. Huge. We now have a meaty possum, as all things should be. I like how that that line basically makes a sentence. Skywalker hurts meaty possum. Why would you do that, Skywalker? That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up, dude. I would never. It says it right here. I don't know what to tell you. It's literally right here in green, black, orange, yellow, and tan. You know? Okay, we had land salad. We got land salad on there. Possum, Shire, Fairy, yellow, blue, orange, green, purple, black. I'm guessing green. Shire and green, I saw it. There we go. Huge. Shire. I can also fit you in a hole. Let's fit you in the hole next to Lady Tetchy. Boom. You fit that Lady Tetchy hole very nice. Very nice. Huge. Huge. This is like one of those, the first three words you see describes your year. Wait, yeah, hang on. What's the first word you see on this so far? What's the first word you see on the pee-pee paddle? First word. Evil black cat. That makes sense for you, Evo. Ripe. Meaty, of course, human one. Laurel. Land. Evil black cat. Smitty. Brick. Tool man. I like all of these. Okay. Are we caught up? I think we're caught up on PP. I think we're caught up on PP paddle. Crater? Question mark? Mom hole. Where do you see mom hole? Apparently, Lord has been banned for 3 days. Solitary confinement.
All of this sweet, sweet crunkle is yours.
Headline in the Tattoo and Review, Skywalker hurts meaty possum, full story, page 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, thank you for the 100 bongles. I appreciate it. You can stay banned for that. Real. I'm really curious now if that can actually be something that you see on here. Mom hole. I don't even think we have mom as an option. Yeah, I think Lord Tetchy was just being a shithead. Crater? Mix, I don't know what that says. Does that mean that your bathhouse is about to get exploded, or? Lord cannot come in here on Fridays when we talk about boy moms all the time. True. It is a giant hole right now. I love giant holes. Big fan of giant holes. I'm showing this, Mixed. Hang on. Mixed just sent me a video that's nothing else but this. It's time to goon. Anyway, dude. Anyway, putting that back. We're doing whole. Hey guys, did you know this is Hole Inspector and not random bullshit time? I didn't. Anyway, back at it again at the Krispy Kreme. Please remain edge. Edge. LT is abusing her powers, so for us to read a story. Wait. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to parse this and how much context that I should give with this, since it's not formed like our normal formula. I think that I can just read the title, but I do think that I need to at least say where it was posted. You think I should just read the title and nothing else? Like normal?
Do it.
New Dickie going live. You know what? This is Democracy Manifest. One minute poll this time. 60 seconds, because I don't want to spend too much time on it. We gotta dive into more stories. We've only done one so far. We gotta zoom. 60-second poll. Do we read it normally and I just read the title when we open our prediction, or do I give you the title and the subreddit it was posted to? Please enjoy my succulent Twitch poll and participate in Democracy Manifest. I love Momo Misfortune. That's what I was gonna say. Big Momo fan. Raiders, vote in the poll. We've got a new post that is non-traditional for Hole Inspector. Do we read just the title, or do I give the title and also the subreddit? Don't think about context. Just vote how your heart feels. Momo, hi. How's your stream? What were you up to today? Smoochies for Momo. Mwah. How are you? Followed my heart. I'm gonna fucking cry right now. Okay? Hey, can anyone brief me fully on the Omegaverse? Miz, shut the fuck up. Okay. The people have spoken. Democracy has been obtained. And we have decided that we shall read with only the title for the prediction, and no additional context shall be given. Richard 3 and then worked on building a drowned farm on the Minecraft server. That's hot and sexy. I love that so much. Do we raid video before or after doing the Dicky? We're gonna just so you know, this is not necessarily indicative of how the stream always is. Only mostly is. I could take some bukkake to the mouth right now, for sure. 100%. I could fuck up some bukkake. Yapping, talking about Clussy, that gets the views. I think docking can have some uses outside of the context of Final Fantasy II. Poopies. Thanks so much for the follow, by the way. Welcome in, glad to have you. Would you also like spankies? Teabag your butthole. No big swords. Teabag your butthole. I like the way your corpse jiggle. Teabag your butthole. Come eat my ass right now. Everyone knows that you cast spells better when you're naked. There's gonna be cum all over the place. There's gonna be cum all over me, all over the boss. Non-stop cum all day, all night. Cum, cum, cum. Babies don't even pay taxes, dude. Can't do kickflips. Don't pay taxes. Can't chew bubble cum. Hi, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little video that we made just for you. And now, welcome to Hole Inspector Momo Raiders. If this is your first time with us, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to read you the title. I'm going to open a prediction based on just the title of the story alone and nothing else. Vote on whether or not you think that the poster of the story is an asshole or not. After the prediction closes, we'll read the story in its entirety and decide as a community whether or not OP is an asshole or not. And then afterwards, I will tell you what bingo squares apply from the story. If you would like to play Am I the Asshole themed bingo along with us, ! Bingo, click the little link in the chat there to get your Am I the Asshole themed bingo card. Are we ready for our first post? Raiders, here we go. Dicky going live right now. Remember, you voted for no context. No additional context. Okay? The title of our story is To All of You Ladies from a Cis Man. To all of you ladies from a cis man. That's the title. That is the address. To all of you ladies from a cis man. I will tell you that we are delivered. Nope, you voted no additional context. Never mind. I won't tell you jack fucking shit. To all of you ladies from a cis man. See, preliminary thoughts obviously are, oh God, fear. Oh no. However, I can't think of a single cis person that uses cis correctly and unironically that isn't an ally. So Hopes aren't high, but hope is there. Logan, hello. Back from vacation, I missed you. Logan, I missed you so much. Oh, Logan, can you do the knife licking emote just real fast, or do I need to earn it? Do we need the context? I just want to see it. It just feels right. Thank you so much. Oh, that's beautiful. To all of you ladies from a cis man. Yeah, Dickie's pretty split. Dickie is incredibly split. What a great post for Momo to come in on, actually. 58%, not the whole, 42% for whole, with a total of 44 participants, I think, something like that. To all of you ladies from a cis man, this post is delivered to us from r/best of Redditor updates. The original post, to all of you ladies from a cis man, posted in r/MTF, standing for male to female. To all of you ladies from a cis man, posted to r/MTF. From the account, Take Your Meds, Bro. I discovered this story via a Tumblr post. The trigger warnings for this story are violence mention, genital mention. All of that information, seeing all of this before getting to the story, I'm like, oh my God, Lady Tetchy, what the f did you send me? The mood spoiler says adorable. So I'm strapped the fuck in. Okay, here we go. All right. I hope this isn't totally out of order for me to post here. As a man, I don't want to take up your spaces, so I'll try to keep this as short as possible. Trigger warning, genital mention. I have full permission from my partner to post this, and she's read it all. There is a misconception that the only men a straight trans woman can get with is a chaser. It's very sad that many of you feel that way, and I'm sorry for how men treat you, but that's not how it has to be. I met my girlfriend when I was 15. She was living as a boy then and was 13. I used to push her around when we played football at school. I thought she was one of the lads. Time goes on, I was never that close to her and we lost touch. Next thing is, I meet her again on a fine art course. I didn't recognize her at all, and with her name change and generic surname, I never made the connection. I developed quite the crush. We would go on dates and I'd sort of play them off as just hanging out with a friend. I was so giddy around her and I was terrified to tell her I liked her. One day we were going to the movies and I told myself today's the day I asked her to be my girlfriend and tried to kiss her. We ended up skipping the movie to go on a walk in the local forest. I held her hand and she squeezed mine. My heart was beating so damn fast. We finally kissed and it was like fireworks. I told her I liked her, but she cut me off. She told me to stop talking because she needs to tell me something. Now, in my mind, I'm panicking, thinking she's in a relationship, but she says, I used to be a boy. I was at school with you. Please don't be mad. I'm so sorry I didn't tell you. And then to my absolute horror, she said, please don't hurt me. Oh, fuck that. Oh, fuck, that got me. God damn it. Oh, God. She genuinely thought that there was a danger of me attacking her after finding out. This broke my effing heart. I had a moment of being like, WTF, mainly because I'd known this girl for almost 10 years and hadn't pieced the two people together. But then we kissed again, and then again and again. But then we kissed again, and then again and again, and we kissed so much my face hurt by the end. That was 5 years ago, and boy, this has been a learning curve. I've only ever dated cis women before. I am 100% straight, and I had to unlearn some internalized stuff for maybe a day or so until I thought, what the F does it matter who she used to be? Damn, I used to be a baby. People change. But I love her the way she is now. I love her smile. I love her eyes. I love her body, her curves, her hands, her hair. And you know what? I love her penis too. I love it because it's hers and it gives her pleasure, and there is nothing wrong with it. I don't have a fetish. I just fell in love with a woman, and that means I fell in love with the whole package. I'm planning to propose to her on New Year's Eve. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. I want to raise kids with her, and I want her to lose all of these insecurities. Just because you can't carry them doesn't mean you won't be the mother of my children. There is hope. You're not broken or unlovable or nothing but a kink. You're a powerful woman. Fuck. And now there's an update from a month later. A month later, January 2nd, 2020. Hey, ladies, I've been asked by a few of you to share an update. Here's my previous post. And here is your official soppy post warning. Beware. Fuck. I don't. Okay. So on exactly midnight New Year's, okay, I was probably out by a couple minutes, but I didn't try to time it. I proposed to my beautiful girlfriend, who also happens to be trans, hence why I'm posting here, and she said yes. I don't know if I can fully articulate how happy I am. I wanted to keep it low-key, and between the two of us, she didn't feel any pressure, so I cooked her favorite meal ever. I would have liked to cook something fancy and elegant, but honestly, she would much rather eat spaghetti bolognese with garlic bread and then a loaded ice cream sundae for dessert any day of the week. We ate, played board games, and did a competition to see who could make the best vehicle out of old egg cartons and toilet roll tubes. Then we decided to make cupcakes, which were effing vile because we forgot to add sugar of all things. Not typical romantic evening, but I felt all the love when I dropped down on one knee and she just wept. I didn't even know I had a yes at first. She was crying so much. I actually got really scared. I'd freaked her out, so I stood up and hugged her and said, I'm sorry. She finally told me yes, 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 and explained that she was crying because it was always beyond her wildest dreams as a youngster that she would ever be able to be a loving wife. God damn it! God damn it! This is not something I can relate to, but I think I do understand as best as I can as a cis man. We literally just held each other for a bit before we both realized she hadn't seen the ring yet. I'm not a wealthy guy at all, so I was afraid she would be disappointed in my grandmother's wedding ring. I was afraid she would be disappointed in my grandmother's wedding ring as her engagement ring. I will buy her a new ring for the wedding, but I did want her to have it as my grandmother always told me she wanted my future wife to wear it. Luck was on my side, though, because the ring made her cry all over again, happy tears, because she said it made her feel like the fairy tale she told herself as a child has finally come true. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, God. God damn it. Fuck you, LT. Fuck you. God damn it. I need more stories about trans joy. Fuck. I think there maybe was something affirming about the fact that this ring was left from my grandma for me to give to the woman I want to spend my life with. I don't want to bore you to death with all the ins and outs, but I haven't stopped smiling since she said yes. The fiance, I love saying that, so exciting, has been obsessively wedding planning, which is mighty convenient for me considering I have no clue on how to organize a wedding. It's like the child in her has come out to play, and it's very endearing. She missed out on all the typical girly activities as a child, and she's making up for lost time. She already has a scrapbook for the wedding. She's already browsing dresses. I'm sorry for being all cliche and cringy. I know it's insufferable to many, and I do understand. No, it's fine because you get a pass for all cliches and all tropes if they're trans related. You get a pass for that shit for the next 100 years. I just feel drunk, in love, and I did want to update and not leave people hanging. Other than my mother, my family does not know she is trans because frankly, it's none of their business, and my fiance hasn't wanted to open up to them about that part of her life. She confided in my mother because my mother knows a transgender boy, and so it came up in conversation. As far as the rest of my family is concerned, it's totally irrelevant to them, and they will only ever know if she chooses to tell them. So I was wondering if incorporating rainbows anywhere in the theme at all would be too obviously LGBT pride themed, or can we get away with some rainbow tokens and such just as a discreet acknowledgement of how far she's come. Obviously, I don't want people to think of this wedding as anything other than what it is, a straight marriage between a man and a woman, so our rainbows are risky. I'm just so damn proud of her and want to show that in some way. I was thinking of wearing rainbow cufflinks or something. Anyway, sorry for the damn essay, but I hope the new year goes well for you lovely ladies, and sorry for being a cringe lord. I just can't believe I've found my queen. A small update was posted in the comments the next day. Also, we have decided that on the big day, I will wear pink cufflinks, and she will wear either blue eye makeup or a flower, and then the theme will be a classic white sort of theme. The colors of the trans flag, thanks to your suggestions, like so subtle that only me and her will know it means anything at all. Hopefully that will work out tastefully, but we also like the pink, white, blue elements of the cake idea. I showed her some of these comments, and God damn it, you lot. She was now exploring so many ideas and concepts. I didn't think she would expand past the scrapbook, but now we have a wedding mood board of all things. Takes up half the wall in our room. I proposed only 3 days ago. I love her enthusiasm, but I'm finding it hard to rate all the dresses she shows me when I can't tell the difference between any of them. A white dress is a white dress, but she says that's typical male bullshit, and she's probably right there. But she can wear a bin bag to our wedding and still look perfect, so I'm not worried about which complements her body more. But then I do want her to put on a dress and have that feeling of this is my dress, and have the feeling that could be a long process. Anyway, the kindness means everything. That was phenomenal. That was, yeah. I can say this as a 43-year-old trans man. You don't expect you'll even exist as an adult, much less be married or in a steady, loving relationship. Society tears us down into believing we don't deserve it. Yeah. Exactly. My trans soul is both so happy and hurts. Yeah, right. Fuck. I think we all needed this a little bit today. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything. No. There are posts on r/mildly interesting from 5 years ago. No additional updates, posts, or anything. Yeah, I see the update that was quoted in the r/best of where we got the post. But yeah, no activity since the post. Yeah. He's too busy having a hot wife and having a family now. Yeah, there's no way we can. Yeah, this might be the most wholesome post we've ever read. That's that made my heart so full, dude. So full. So fucking full. My God. Anyway, so much not the whole. There are no holes here. No holes to be found at all in this story, except for society. Society is the hole. That's it. Just two cutie patooties, exactly. Beef, oh Jesus. I'll post it in the subreddit. Please do. Please, please, please do. Yes. God, that was so good. Rare joy, right? I really hope I'm able to bring that kind of joy. To all the trans people, you are the strongest members of the LGBT community. You are the people that fight the hardest. You're the people everyone looks up to. Never forget Marsha P. Johnson. Never forget who fought and fights the hardest for our rights. Absolutely. Absolutely. We owe a lot to trans people. We owe a lot. Bing whole squares for that most incredible wholesome post. My God. Edit comment had crucial information. Okay. No, one. I'm gonna count it as a wedding post, mostly because I don't think we're gonna get a lot of scores from this. You do BP, the sheer acceptance, love from people like you reminds people like me that the world maybe isn't complete shit. Good. I try. Let's go Bing hole. Not the hole, obviously. I will say clickbait title. not necessarily from the intent of OP posting to r/MTF, but for fucking Lady Motherfucking Tetchy. LT sent this on purpose because the title sounded like some fucking buck wild shit we were about to read. 100% LT gave us this for the clickbait. So I'm going to say clickbait title. And that's it. That's all we got for that one. And now we have to go back to our normal fuck ass am I the asshole stories. God, what if we just ended it there? There's no other posts we read today are even going to come close. What's the point? What's the fucking point? Okay, but maybe we get angry and said, right, but like, I don't want, like, now I don't want to get angry. Compared to this, anyone is an a-hole. Right. Restart streams. Start it over. Start it over. Reread Gaycation Real. Oh my fucking God. Speaking of which, speaking of fucking Gaycation, it might be because I talked about it with so many different people and I like introduced the story and also the video that we made to so many different people. But Gaycation is now my second highest viewed video of all time. More than all the OT collabs. Gaycation 8.5K. That's wild. That's wild. I wish trans joy was so common it didn't overwhelm us all. Exactly. Exactly. Deserved, you've made the best Gaycation vid. Everyone leaves something out of it. Right. Right? That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. Anyway, Gaycation. Also, LT, I think we dropped the ball. I think if we would have titled this video Gaycation 2 with a bunch of question marks, it would have popped off. But you know what? It's fine. I can just change the title. True. It's only a month old. Oh my God, Gaycation's only Gaycation was only 3 months ago? That was only 3 months ago? I've lived 17 lifetimes since then. Anyway, yeah, holy shit. Okay, all right. Gaycation 2. What was the subtitle for Gaycation 2? Naycation? I don't remember. Everyone does that on YouTube anyway. True. Time isn't real. Exactly. Remember the OP who broke her no sex in the first 8 rule? She had a bunch of wholesome updates, but we only read, I think, 2 of them if you want more happiness. No, I'm pretty sure we read all of them. I went looking for more updates, and I don't think there were anyway. I don't think there were any. Plus, I want to get to more top hole inspector posts because I want to make sure that your guys' posts are read. All right. Okay. New post. A new post from Hole Inspector. Top hole. I'm working on it. Anyway, Dickie is live. Hang on, the cross post made it sound better. Okay, here we go. Am I the hole for planting bamboo that I knew could spread into my neighbor's yard? It's very extraordinarily suddenly I have like hope again. I'm feeling good about things. I needed that so bad. I needed that post so bad, dude. Damn. Am I the hole for planting bamboo that I knew could spread into my neighbor's yard? Has Lanielton, hello? My favorite 13% hole. Hi, Has. How are you? Welcome back. Good morning. Happy birthday. Planting an invasive species is kind of always an a-hole move, even if warranted. Fair. Okay. Beard Pringles. I gotta come out with my own line of chips now. I'll probably get sued by Pringles, but it'll probably be worth it. Am I the hole for planting bamboo that I knew could spread into my neighbor's yard? Can I just say the Hole Inspector subreddit has been popping off lately? I feel like every week the top weekly posts have more and more upvotes, and I appreciate that so much. Beard flavored chips. Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like that's what people would think, and they wouldn't do very well. Bamboo is nice, though. Yeah, it's nice. That's what I was thinking. I didn't know it was invasive. I'm a little biased on this because I work in bio and conservation areas. Fair. I've been tempted to throw nails down in my yard to stop my neighbor driving through it, but I think that'd be just worse for me. I mean, hey, you can do what you want with your own yard, right? If your neighbor drives through it after doing nails in your yard for home defense, that's on your neighbor, right? Some bamboo is very aggressive. Okay. I didn't know this about bamboo. Interesting. We've got 56 for not the hole, 44 for hole. Okay. So this was actually posted to r/petty revenge. And the original title is, I planted bamboo that overran my neighbor's property over a security light. So there's the additional context before we get into it. There are different kinds of bamboo. Running is invasive. Clumping stays in one spot. Bamboo is a great renewable resource if done correctly. Really? Okay. You can use bamboo to build a raft. True. All right. About 4 years ago, I used to live in a nice HOA. No HOA is nice. Where's Sandwich? Sam? No HOA is nice. Not even in Minecraft. Curse the HOA. Anyway. I used to live in a nice HOA in a small town in Texas and enjoyed having only one neighbor over my backyard fence. The plot has about 2 acres, and the other side of the backyard butted up to a hayfield. The stars were beautiful at night because of virtually no light pollution. until the neighbor decided to install an incredibly bright security light over their back porch aimed right at my back patio and bedroom windows. Okay, that's pretty messed up. Especially bedroom windows. F that. I tried to ignore it at first and put shades in the bedroom, but out on the patio, it was like having a bright LED headlight in your face all night. I consulted the HOA about adding a privacy addition to my fence to increase the height. They said no, because it was already the 8-foot max allowed height. It's your own goddamn property. It's your own fucking house. It's your own goddamn fence. The fuck do you mean I can't put an addition to it? Fuck HOAs, dude. Fuck them. They said there was nothing in the bylaws or whatever about bright lights, so nothing they could do. I thought you said nice HOA or diplomacy. So I hated for this. I hated for this to be the thing where we finally had a formal greeting after 3 years of back porch waves. But I walked over and rang the doorbell with $20. I politely explained how the light was causing the aforementioned nuisance and asked if there was any way I could convince them to point the light down or in a different direction, and even offered to buy him a case of beer, the $20, out of goodwill, and even a new motion sensing light. He seemed nice and agreed to point it down, but after waiting a month, nothing changed. I went back to have another polite conversation. He said he had changed his mind. He was going to leave it on every night and leave it pointed as is. Thanks for the beer, fucker. I'm actually going to point a floodlight into your bedroom every single night, every day. Because you, we live in an HOA, and I found a goddamn loophole where I can legally annoy you and be compliant with HOA rules. So you, your sleep, your porch, eat my light, you piece of So how do you feel about bamboo? Petty revenge. Needless to say, I was a bit upset diplomacy failed and starting to figure out how to win. If the military taught me anything, there's always a way to adapt and overcome. So I started researching fast-growing plants to create big privacy walls and reading through the HOA bylaws and city-state ordinances about what I could do, what I could or couldn't plant, and if there was any repercussions for encroachment across the property line. I quickly discovered running bamboo. I forgot where I was. Despite being very invasive, would grow super fast to make the neighbor's house and light disappear from view, and there was nothing in the HOA, state, or city books to prevent me from planting it or cause legal recourse if it spread and grew on his side of the fence. Only thing he could do is cut anything that grew on his side of the line. So I pulled the trigger, planted a bunch of golden bamboo, which grows and spreads crazy fast in Texas and grows up to 20 feet tall. I didn't care if it took over the fence line because his house is 15 feet from the fence while mine was 50 yards away. So I planted a bunch right against the fence and only put root barrier on my side to prevent it from spreading into my yard. Within 6 months, his house and light were gone from view, replaced by a pretty bamboo jungle row at the edge of my yard. Within 1 year, he complained it was growing into his yard via mailed letters. They went right into the trash with no response. He rang my doorbell once, and I looked at him through the window, but just didn't answer the door. Just answer it. I unexpectedly sold the house and moved 2 years after planting for a career opportunity. It's been 2 years since I sold, and I just checked the property on Google Earth, and his entire backyard is bamboo. I think everyone sucks here. I think everyone sucks here, and OP is an asshole. However, I would probably do something like this.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night,
I, however,
I can feel my leg,
am an asshole.
my arm,
So,
even my fingers.
you know? Kind of a hole, but I'm impressed by the assholery. Right. The level of petty revenge here is just out assholing an asshole just makes two assholes. Absolutely. But sometimes it's funny. Justified because fuck around, find out. I think Justified. You can get the same effect without planting an invasive species. Yeah, I think OP went for the nuclear option right from the get-go after diplomacy didn't work, and then the neighbor said, fuck you, actually. I'm sure there were other ways, other plants, other fast-growing plants as well that could have gotten the same effect. But he was like, no, get your entire backyard covered with bamboo, actually. I wouldn't say Justified since it's likely going to start affecting innocent people who had nothing to do with this. True. Right. Not Justified. There were options. Yeah. I mean, there were options, but he went too far. I still think it was justified. Shitty, but justified. Well, the bamboo to block out the light. Yes. Overgrowing his entire neighbor's backyard. Maybe not. So maybe not that part. Yeah, neighbor has no reason to illuminate someone else's backyard and house 50 yards away. True. True. Yeah, it wasn't instant. It did take 2 years. That is also true. Yeah, it was also... I forgot that it was mentioned that... Yeah, his house is 15 feet from the fence while mine was 50 yards away. How the actual living fuck... do you have a security light in your backyard that's shining into your neighbor's bedroom windows from 50 yards? That's ridiculous. And then the fact that he came back and said, actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to shine my light directly into your bedroom windows. Yeah, with an 8-foot fence. Unless it's pointed directly at the window. Wait, hang on. That makes me think that... Wait a minute. That makes me think that maybe OP was doing something. OP was doing some shenaniganry that the neighbor wanted to be able to have on camera, maybe? I don't know. The top comment is, as someone who has dealt with bamboo, this is almost nuclear revenge. OP said, I haven't planted any since and probably never will. That doesn't matter. You planted an invasive species that took over his entire yard. You know, anyway. Yeah, it's already planted. It's already done. Root barrier was a really nice detail. Okay. I don't see any other responses from OP, especially because the account has been deleted. So... once you plant this shit, it's near impossible to get rid of. It's like setting a house on fire because you didn't like the color. Yeah, fair. Fair. Yeah, so I'm leaning away from Justified. I'll delete your account. Laurel, I'd like to see you try. You want to... Are we fighting right now? You want to fight about it? You want to kiss me so bad it makes you look silly, Laurel. Hi, Laurel. How are you? Milkweed is good for monarch butterflies. Interesting. Interesting. I think we let... Okay, I'm going to pay out the Dicky. I'm going to... Yes, the hole. We're paying out the Dicky. We're doing Bing Hole Squares. And hopefully I can get that all done before ads start to run. Bing Hole Squares for Mr. Bamboo. Entitlement on both sides, I think. Hit both of them with cars, honestly. That's just weird. The reaction from the neighbor was really weird to like suddenly be like, no, I'm shining my light directly in your windows. I don't care about you. That's weird. I'm gonna count the deleted account as account has been suspended. I'm gonna count that. Everyone sucks here. But not asshole, because it's everyone sucks here. Yeah, there you go. Bingo! Fuck around, find out more so than justified. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Should we change? I feel like most of the time, shitty but justified is more so FAFO. Should we have FAFO be instead of shitty but justified? I kind of like that actually. LT, thoughts about FAFO instead of shitty but justified? I think FAFO would make a good square. I feel like they're different. I guess we could do FAFO and shitty but justified. I guess FAFO could be when it's not shitty and just justified. True. Because I feel like we haven't been doing shitty but justified very often, and when we do, it's like the thing that you did was just justified, but the thing that happened to you was shitty, you know? I feel like the shitty but justified is the thing you did was shitty, but you were justified in doing so. I would not count that for this post. Right. But yeah, FAFO for sure. Specifically for this post, but in order for it to go on the Bing Hole Square, it needs to not just be relevant for one post. You know what I mean? Anyway, ads have started. We're gonna take a very quick break. I'm gonna go top off my water. Do I start a pot of coffee at 5:30 in the afternoon? Maybe. We're back from ads. Oh. Oh, I thought I forgot to replay my music for a second. I was so worried. All right, back to the Hole Inspector subreddit because I've only been able to get through 2 posts on here so far. This seems so innocuous. Why? We'll see. Okay. Well, I'll come back to this one. We'll see if there's anything else that jumps out at me. Yeah, there's yeah, I found something that jumps out at me a little bit. Just a Bingus. Just a Bingus, new Dicky going live. Okay. Here we go. Am I the Hole? My dad and his wife threw my mom's things in the trash, and I took them back out and refused to give them back. Am I the Hole? My dad and his wife threw my mom's things in the trash, and I took them back out and refused to give them back. Yeah. Am I the Hole? My dad and his wife threw my mom's things in the trash, and I took them back out and refused to give them back. Could be divorced too. Could be. They threw them out. Obviously, they didn't want them. Right. It's not about the thing, but about control, I bet. Yeah, I could see that. One more time before the Dicky closes. Am I the Hole? My dad and his wife threw my mom's things in the trash, and I took them back out and refused to give them back. Great! Great! I am proud to be a freak, yes. Fuck normal. I'm so curious what the... I just noticed it hasn't been jazz today. Yeah, I needed something a little more... I'm so sorry. I needed something a little more dirty, freak, nasty sex club vibes today. If that's chill. Listen, I also have a playlist called My Sloot List. I would love to see that sometime, LT. Anyway, now that I've said that though, I'm gonna switch back to jazz because it doesn't feel right to be playing this while reading this story. So I'm gonna... Okay, we ready? What's the... How split are we? 89% for Not the Hole. Okay. My mom died when I, 17 femme, was 10, and my dad remarried almost 3 years ago. Yep. Oh, god damn it, dude. God damn it. Last month, my dad's wife got mad at my dad for keeping so many of mom's things or things that symbolized their marriage. Go to therapy. Your insecurities are not mine or my daughter's problem. Thank you. Grow up. Yeah. He kept her engagement and wedding ring in a box, his own on a chain around his neck, my mom's postcard collection that she started as a kid. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. Ain't no fucking way you threw all of that away. Ain't no fucking way you went to throw all that away. Her favorite stuffy, a bottle of her perfume, her keychain, her passport holder, cooking and baking books she used to experiment with, and the locket she wore all the time. My brother, 20 mask, and I got her jewelry and other items she had. They were shared between us after mom died, and they're at our aunt's house for safekeeping. My dad's wife said she wanted all that stuff gone, and the wedding photos and a couple photos of them, and any family photos had to be put away if mom was in them, but the rest had to go. After 3 years, this feels premeditated. This feels like nothing but a method of control and manipulation. Like, dude, it's okay that not everything is about you. You don't have to be the center of the universe. Other people exist, and that's fine. It's not all about you, okay? My God. My dad fought back for like a day and then started throwing all the stuff in garbage bags and then were brought out to the trash. Oh my God. Yo, he's like wet noodle husband a little bit, but also I think he's being manipulated and taken advantage of. Because like this man kept his widow's this widow of a man kept his dead wife's engagement ring in a box, his own ring on a necklace around his neck, kept her first stuffy, kept the postcard collection that she started as a kid, and is now throwing them all away at the drop of a fucking pin after his wife said, "No, I don't like these." What? When they weren't looking, I took all of it and brought it to my aunt's to keep it safe. It took 2 days for my dad's wife to realize the trash was empty, and then she and my dad realized I had taken the stuff. My dad's wife went crazy and said they were in the trash for a reason. I told her I wasn't letting my mom's stuff go like that. She said it doesn't need to be in her house. I said it wasn't anymore, so she wouldn't need to see it. She said it was nothing but bad memories, and they didn't need to be in her and dad's marriage. You don't get to decide other people's memories. Are they bad for you simply because they happened? By the facet that they exist in someone else's mind? You're about to be a bad memory if you don't fucking shape the fuck up. I told her she didn't need to worry and they weren't dad's anymore. Dad told me to just give the stuff back to them. They'd deal with it, and I refused. His wife said she wasn't allowing that kind of disrespect in her house, and Dad said it'd be dealt with. This fucking narcissist manipulator, my God. Yeah, Evil Black Cat, let's not joke about harm to children, just as a blanket sort of rule for Hole Inspector. They asked a few people if they had them, and they all said no, including my brother, 20 Mask, who let them know he thought they were both disgusting and he didn't want to talk to them again. Your son has a stronger spine than you do, you wet noodle baby man. When that didn't work, my dad tried to convince me again, and he failed. He said I was making it worse. Making it worse for who? You and your wife? Divorce her! She doesn't respect you or your children! Grow a goddamn spine! My dad's wife told me she's my stepmother and more deserving of respect. No. I said she'll never be my stepmother. She'll never be my family. She's just my dad's insecure second wife who'll never be good enough to be seen as family by me or my brother. I told her I'm not giving them back. Good. Good. Are you fucking ready for this? Are you fucking ready for this? The insecurity of this woman. Oh my God. She tried to get the police involved and accused me of stealing, but they brushed her off because I live in the house and took them from the trash. What? Girl, grow up. You are crashing out so bad it makes you look stupid. You are beefing with a woman who is dead and a 17-year-old girl who took stuff from the trash. Grow up. She said, I'm a thief and the most disrespectful kind there is. She asked if what I was doing was worth hurting my relationship with them. Yes. What relationship? Ain't a relationship anymore. Go fuck yourself. I told her I didn't care about having a relationship. I didn't care about having a relationship with her to begin with. I told her she was nothing to me and to stop acting like she has some kind of real authority over me. I told her I was willing to accept whatever consequences they gave because I would end up leaving as soon as possible and nothing she said or did would stop me. My dad stopped her from taking everything I own as leverage, but he's still applying pressure. It's been annoying to deal with, but could be way worse. But I came here to find out from outside parties if they think I'm wrong for doing what I'm doing. Am I the whole? Yeah, she called the police on his daughter and he still does not. Not only did he still do nothing, he's still putting pressure on her to get the stuff that they threw in the trash back so that they can fully destroy it, so that there's no proof that he was ever married before. Yeah, he's enabling emotional abuse on his daughter. Fuck this guy. Fuck this lady. They deserve everything together. They deserve the same treatment as what they're trying to do to all these photos. They're trash. They deserve the trash because they're trash. Holy shit. No relationship is worth ruining the relationship with your children. Oh my God. That's wild. I'm going to see if there's any updates from OP or something. Oh, this is 7 days ago. 7 days ago. Okay. Okay. I really do believe it, but I still posted. Wait, I do believe what? Hang on. Let me see what the. I'm going to go against the grain and answer everyone sucks here. Yeah, okay. Username redneck by default. Yeah, wow. I'm so surprised that you're wanting to play devil's advocate. Ooh, whoa. Yeah, what your stepmother is doing is blowing up, but it kind of sounds like you've done everything in your power to make sure she doesn't feel welcome. Is this your dad? Did your dad make this account? Is this your dad's account? Jesus. Stepmom's account, right. Let's see. She's been married to your father for 3 years, and I gotta say, if I was married to someone for 3 years who still held on to mementos from a previous marriage, I'd also feel slighted. Sure, they should have offered it up to you and brother before throwing it away, but I'm going to guess you've never had a healthy relationship with her, likely full of, she's not even my real mom. They're 14. You shouldn't want to insert yourself as a replacement mother. Like, what do you mean? You're 17 now, 14 when they married. We get that, but the age range has a reputation for a reason. Be kinder. You're just a dumb girl. You're just a dumb girl teenager. You should just respect your parents. Shut the fuck up. Okay. OP responds, then you should never marry someone who lost their husband or wife, especially if they have kids with them. Expecting the dead spouse to be erased is effing evil. It's also the way you'll never become family to the kids. Someone else responds, if you truly believe that, why did you make this post? Like, the story sounds pretty fake. It's a brand new account. It's unbelievably not the a-hole like Karma Farmer would. I really do believe it, but I still posted because I wanted to see if people would find me the a-hole for my actions. But that doesn't mean I don't think they're wrong, and that anyone who marries someone with a dead partner needs to accept their dead partner isn't an ex and shouldn't be erased and all traces removed. My dad's wife doing what she did instead of being okay with them leaving the house still pisses me off so bad. But I know I went nuclear on her. I can't say I regret it. I can say this was a relationship ender overall. I could still be wrong. You're not wrong. Not even a little bit. We were never close or spent much time with each other, but her trying to throw out my mom's stuff has made it so that not only will things not get better, but she will never be in my adult life. My brother feels the same way. Yeah. I don't call her my stepmother. She's my dad's wife in my eyes. She's definitely no kind of parent. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting how that works. My grandparents are my only option for staying somewhere else, and they're a few hours from here, so not an option until I graduate. I wish I could have heard the cops after they left. I'm sure they loved being called out for that. Wait, hang on. Rest assured, your dad and his wife are being called all the bad names at the police station. A-cab, but you're right. Twenty. The brother's 20 years old, Alicia. Wait, hang on. Not the whole, but anything of yours that you care about needs to go to your aunt's ASAP. Stepmom will 100% take it or throw it out. I already got the important stuff, documents out, and sentimental stuff, especially if mom bought them for me. All that's being stored at my aunt's house. Would your aunt be willing to store you as well? You could always get emancipated, dip out of your current situation entirely. She would if she could, but she doesn't have the room for me. I was just lucky she still had the room for extra stuff. Okay. They live a few hours from my school. Okay. I don't know what set her off exactly. Maybe she saw dad looking at something. I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any more context from this. Yeah, not the whole. Not the whole even at all. Like, literally in no realm. In no universe could you be considered the whole for this. Your dad's wife is off the rails, dude. Off the rails. Ridiculous. MVP adult ant real. That's a wine ant for real. Oh, another possible banger from the Hole Inspector subreddit. Okay. What? Okay, I was gonna switch gears over to doing keyword overdoing keyword searches, but I have to do these hole inspector subreddit posts, and you'll understand why immediately. Oh my god. A lot of this going around right now, I guess. New Dicky going live immediately. No, sorry, Bing Hill Squares. Yep. Entitlement. It's not about you. Hit them with your car. It's not that serious. That's just weird. Jealousy post. Yep, exactly. Not the whole. Adults using kids as an excuse. Grown-ass adult acting like a child. Over-controlling parents. Throw the whole relationship away. Shitty parent post. Gaslighting manipulation. There we go. There's your Bing Hole Squares. New post. New Dicky going live right now. Here it is. Am I the hole for ruining my stepmother's wedding dress? Am I the hole for ruining my stepmother's wedding dress? I think only if she's evil stepmother like the last one. Otherwise, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Ooh. I think my Adderall's wearing off. And I was just hit with, oh wow, I'm very hungry. I'm gonna eat after holes. We got like an hour left. I can survive. I feel like we haven't dove into enough holes. Oh, hey, LT, real quick, before I forget about it, my birthday, my real, actual, literal, on the day, my birthday, is on Friday. It's on hole day. So we should do something for birthday holes. Anyway, am I the hole for ruining my stepmother's wedding dress? Birthday hole! Man, I'd love a nope, never mind. Anyway, dude. No. No. No, no, no. 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 What should we do for hole inspector for my birthday? Longer hole day? We could do longer holes. Daddy Bear 1971, welcome in. Hello. Good morning. Happy birthday. Glad to have you. I show up with 3 days to my birthday and everyone is screaming birthday holes. Was this planned? My birthday's later this month. And I was talking about wanting to do something special for my birthday because it's on a hole inspector day. Longer, larger, wetter holes. Yes! Yes! Give me wet hole! I want wet hole yesterday. Give it to me now. Am I the hole for ruining my stepmother's wedding dress? When I was 13, so 8 years ago, my dad remarried after divorcing my mom 4 years before. Before the divorce, his fiancée had been his mistress. My mom is completely better off without him, and ignoring the fact that I wouldn't exist, I don't think she should have married him in the first place. Even if I think my parents weren't a good match, that's no excuse to cheat on your wife. This woman was effing vile in all sorts of ways. She constantly belittled me, made fun of the fact I needed to take pills for my mental illness, despite being a pharmacist. Oh, that's toxic. Oh, that's toxic as hell. That is a level of toxicity that I can't even fathom. Oh my God. Whew! And was generally awful to me and my siblings. But she was a decade younger than my dad and reasonably hot, so he didn't give a rat's butt cheek how she treated us. The one time he actually listened to us about her was when they were thinking of having a baby, and my brother said he'd ask our mom to sue for full custody of us if they did. Damn. 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 Ho, ho, ho. So anyway, they got married. I was a bridesmaid because that had no real friends. Oh. Oh. Whoo. 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 Get her ass, dude. Get her ass. Anyway, yeah, Knots, hello. Trots, not Trot. I was sorry, I got Knots on the brain. And Trots, hello. The other two bridesmaids were her sister and my sister. My brother was the best man because she didn't like my dad's best friends. Interesting. He and my dad still don't talk to this day, even though the guy was like an uncle to me as a little kid. My brother was the best man. He and my dad still... Oh, okay. Even though... Yeah. It was a wedding. Everything went normally. But at the beginning of the reception, before the first dance, we were taking pictures in front of a chocolate fountain, looking like the happy little family we never were and would never be. I'm on the autism spectrum, and I have a problem maintaining eye contact. This extends to looking at a camera. So when we had to retake a photo because I wasn't looking, she leans down and whispers something into my ear. I'm not... Death. Death to the both of them. Cars. A fleet. You don't even deserve to be hit by a semi. I want you to be hit by a Cybertruck. That's the only car that you deserve. I'm not going to repeat it, but it involved the R word. I don't like saying it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I kind of snapped and decided she was going to pay for this. No one noticed, or at least no one called me out, when I started slowly moving the chocolate fountain towards the edge of the table. When it got to the edge, it makes contact with the back of that pure white wedding dress and slowly drips down. By the time she notices, it looks like she's shit herself. But for all anyone knows, this was an accident. She has no spare dress, and that stain is not coming out. So first dance, cutting the cake, speeches, everything. This woman has what looks like a shit stain on the back of her dress. It was a small revenge, but it was so worth it. What's supposed to be the happiest day of this stupid woman's life, and she's gonna remember that stain every time she thinks about it. They never did get that stain out, and nobody knew it was me. Until now, I guess. Hi, family, if you're reading this. Susie. You're a see you next Tuesday, and you deserved that chocolate stain. Now that's shitty but justified! Yeah! Huge. Huge. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that was good. Mmm. Mmm. That was good. That was good. Not the whole. Not the whole. Don't take the high road, match their energy. Always taking the high road lets them knock out your supports. Match their energy, maybe they'll get the picture. River, hi, welcome back. How are you? Your Bing hole squares. Hit them with your car, for sure. Bigots deserve to get hit with cars. Shitty, but justified. Hypocrisy for being a pharmacist making fun of people for taking pills. Yeah. Wedding post. Not the whole. Toxic family. Well, it's just the wife and the dad, right? Yeah, so it not toxic family. That doesn't count. It has to be 3.
Binghole. Binghole.
Throw the whole relationship away. Surprise bigotry. Shitty step/parent post. Absolutely. There we go. Yeah.
Binghole.
There's your posts. And then the very next post. The very next post. Are you ready for this? I'm speed running these holes, okay? I'm speed running these so that I can make sure to fit them in. You ready? New Dickie has started. New Dickie. Am I the hole for ignoring my wife for throwing away my late wife's videotapes? Back to back to back. Am I the hole for ignoring my wife for throwing away my late wife's videotapes. I don't even know what to choose anymore. Today has been, I feel like we say this every time. Today's been a roller coaster. But like, it's all roller coasters. Or a holer coaster.
No!
You can't time me out. I live here, dude. You are a guest in my house, baby. I'm grilling for you, and what I'm serving up is premium grade A beef dad jokes. You can actually do that, Laurel. Exclamation point vanish. And it will time you out for like a second, I think, and deletes your last few messages. There you go. There it is. Grade A beef, baby. Using this every time I flirt in chat. Huge. Yeah, you can't let anyone know. Right. I can do that next time I say something I instantly regret. There you go. There you go. I love all the vanishes in chat. It's so good. Does it remove it from the chat plugin every time? I need a nap and a forehead kiss. Who want me? Is that going to be vanished? Looks like it's on a cooldown. Rip. You got, Laurel. You got. And now it's saved forever. It's saved forever, Laurel. Anyway, am I the hole for ignoring my wife for throwing away my late wife's videotapes? I'm writing this because I don't know what to do. I have a daughter with my late wife, and her name is Eleanor. Instantly enamored. I am enamored with Eleanor. I love that name, Eleanor. I don't know. I don't know why. I just like it. I don't know. Eleanor. Her birthday is coming up in 2 weeks, and she's turning 18. Background, me and my late wife, Chloe, had been dating since college. We got older, ended up getting married, and after our wedding, she shared news to me that she was pregnant, and I was excited that we were expecting our first child. Since it was our first child, we bought a video camera, made little tapes and snippets of her whole pregnancy. Wholesome things, such as just joking around and having lunch, or talking about our unborn child through the camera. We made a promise to only show Eleanor the tapes on her 18th birthday. Fast forward 2 years after her birth, Chloe passed away due to a drunk driver crashing into her car as she was coming home from her mother's house. God. I'd be fucking devastated. I was devastated of her passing and went into a deep depression and having to raise our two older daughters by myself. And having to raise our 2-year-old daughter by myself. My friends tried to get me to go out again and start back dating, but every time I did, it felt like I was betraying her. Years later, when Eleanor was 13, I met Wendy. Don't do it, guys. The story is so sad. Don't do it. Please. I'm begging you, for me, don't do it. Okay? This is an extraordinarily sad story. Let Wendy live, okay? Don't do it. We met at a gathering for my Skywalker, vanish yourself right now. Skywalker, vanish yourself right now. Spank yourself for that one. You don't even deserve mod spankies. Vanish yourself. Thank you. Get out of here, dude. Get out of here. We met at a gathering for my sister's birthday and we instantly hit it off. She didn't mind that I had a daughter because she had 2 kids herself and just went through a divorce. 2 years after we got married, now back to the present. Eleanor's 18th birthday is coming up and I kept all the tapes for me to show her. No. It's like, it's the last thing, dude. It's the last thing. It's like being able to get to say goodbye. It's like being able to have closure. The fucking promise you made to your dead wife. The one last thing that you could do. The one last thing you could do to honor her memory. Oh my God! Eleanor's 18th birthday is coming up, and I kept all of the tapes for me to show to her. Mind you, her mother died when she was just 2, so Eleanor doesn't remember her touch or her voice. I was excited to show her the tapes, and a week ago I was talking to Wendy about it, and I noticed her expression going from happy to looking a bit uncomfortable. Wendy would always get uncomfortable when I talk about my late wife. I don't say things like, why can't you be like Chloe? Or Chloe was only supposed to be my first love. But I talk about her in a way to give my daughter a mental picture of how her mother was like. Wendy has always talked to me about Chloe and how it made her sad that she can never be like her. Chloe was a model then started working on her fashion career. And don't get me wrong, she was a really beautiful woman, while Wendy had 2 kids in college and not in the best shape due to her words. I love both women, how they are, and I've never had a preference, but I feel like Wendy is gaining some jealousy towards Chloe. I told Wendy that I love her just the way she was, and she broke down crying. The next day after that incident, she came up to me and apologized for the way she acted last night. I told her it was okay, and it's good that she felt comfortable to share her feelings. Girl, you don't deserve this man. I gave her a tight hug and a kiss on her forehead. She asked to see where the tapes were at, and I showed her the box of videotapes of my late wife in my closet. Things were going fine until yesterday morning. She asked where they were specifically to throw them away. I thought she'd already did it by like accident. Oh my God. Oh my God. I was looking for the tapes because I wanted to put them in a prettier box for my daughter when I went to go find them. The box wasn't in my closet. I looked everywhere to the point I walked downstairs to see my wife laying on the couch watching TV. I asked her about the box. She told me she threw it away with a neutral expression. My heart dropped and I asked her what she meant. She told me that I talk about her too much and that I need to move on with my life. So she threw them away as a head start. You didn't take that from him. You took it from his daughter. I was fuming with anger because not only did she throw away what I had left of her, she threw away my daughter's big surprise. We quickly got into an argument and she noticed how angry I was, so she started apologizing. Oh, yeah. No, you're not sorry you did it. You're sorry that he's angry now. What the fuck did you think would happen? What it? People like this make me so fucking mad, and just like, what? I cannot possibly imagine what the fuck is going through your mind when you do shit like this, and then you're like, oh, you're mad? Oh, what do you mean? Oh, I'm sorry. What did you think would happen? You created this perfect little world in your fucking mindscape that you were like, oh yeah, they'll just be happy I did this for them. What? We quickly got into an argument. She noticed how angry I was and started apologizing. It got to the point I started crying and locked myself in our bedroom. It's the morning and I'm writing this in my office, going through my computer, finding old files or any type of video of my late wife to give it to my daughter, because sometimes my daughter still cries. She never got to meet her mother. Divorce. Just instant divorce, yeah. Yeah, just throw the woman in the trash. She never got to meet her mother, and I really thought it would bring her closer to her. I've been ignoring my wife for the past day, and she's been texting me nonstop about how sorry she is, but I really just can't look at her right now. It's getting to the point our mutual friends are texting me to accept her apology and to get over it, since Chloe died over 10 years ago. But I'm trying to ignore them all because they never had someone so close to them die. I'm working on finding these files, and I'm starting to think I was overreacting. I don't know what to do, and I really need help. Top comment, dear Lord, I'm honestly not one to advocate for divorce, but I do not think I could continue a relationship with someone who did something so wildly despicable. That isn't jealousy. That's a mental disorder? Okay, you have some disgusting views on mental illness. Okay, Reddit sucks here. There we go. She stole the only vestiges of your wife that your daughter will have. This is not something you come back from or she can apologize for. This is a line in the sand. Yeah. I agreed with you for a second there. Not the whole, but your new wife is to act sorry about throwing a tantrum, then using your sympathy and empathy to show her the videos just so she can throw them away out of spite, especially knowing your plans for them with your daughter. She'd be my ex-wife real soon if I were in your shoes. Yep. Absolutely. Hey, that was 10 days ago. There's a small update from 9 days ago. I didn't expect this to blow up. I came on here to look for general advice, and now I have thousands of people talking to me in my DMs. I'm going to be answering some questions that I'm getting asked about the most. I was thinking about asking Wendy about the tapes and where she threw them out, but I saw a comment that told me don't ask her because it might give her some time to hide it or lie. Instead, when I went back home, I checked in the outside trash cans in the kitchens and I still couldn't find them. Trash day isn't until Thursday, so I was confused. I finally went up to ask her, and at first she wasn't going to tell me. Wait, hang on. There's more. Hang on. At first, okay, I finally went up to ask her. At first, she wasn't going to tell me. I threatened with divorce like one of you guys said, and she gave in. It turns out she kept the videotapes in her car until trash day arrived because she knew I would look in the trash. So now I have the tapes, thank God. You know, somehow, inexplicably, no, I think it's very explicable. I think this is worse. Because she stole the tapes and then lied about throwing them away. Saw how angry and sad it made him, and then didn't say anything. Didn't say a goddamn word. Was still fully intent, fully sitting on the tapes saying, yeah, I'm still going to throw these away. Oh my God. Another question asked was, did Eleanor know about the tapes? No, I didn't want to ruin the surprise and tell if I knew that I had a backup. She didn't know about them now, and I'm not planning on telling her until her birthday. The only problem is that I'm afraid that Wendy might tell her. One more question is people asking if I'm considering divorce. Wendy never did anything like this before, and I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin a 6-year relationship. You didn't ruin anything. Wendy did. And it's like, this is such a small I know it's so incredibly hard to look at this objectively with a person that you've been in a relationship for a really long time, that you love, but like, if this is what she's capable of with something that you've been looking forward to for 18 years, something that you have opened yourself up about, something that you were vulnerable about to your now current wife. If this is how she reacts with this, what else? In a neutral expression, emotionlessly, she told you, I threw them away. Get over her. Like, right, Brick. I couldn't either. It isn't about the tapes. Like, it is about the tapes. It's incredibly sentimental to you. Like, the tapes are very important. You wanted to do this thing for your daughter, etc., etc. That's incredibly important. However, this tiff, this argument, this fight, it's not about the tapes. It's about an incredible, unforgivable breach and betrayal of trust. You said, hey, I'm going to share these with my daughter on her 18th birthday. Me and my ex-wife, me and my previous wife planned to do this on her 18th birthday. I'm sharing this with you now because you're important to me and I love you. She said, cool. Where do you keep those, by the way? For no reason. Where are those? Where are those at? Oh, in your closet, in this box specifically? Cool. When's trash day again? Tuesday? Oh, thank you so much. You opened yourself up. You got vulnerable. And she stabbed a knife into your fucking heart and twisted it. And then licked the blade and said, I'm sorry. Are you kidding me? No. One more question is people asking if I'm considering divorce. Yeah. But at the same time, I really do think she needs some type of help. I'm considering asking her to go to therapy, and I'm really considering our relationship. That's okay. That's a nice, healthy way to go about it. Wendy is really good with my daughter, and my daughter really loves her and her children like family. I think Wendy is just trying to take Chloe's place with being Eleanor's mother. I'm really starting to think she has issues. A lot of people also said, if I don't divorce her, I will betray my daughter. My daughter is my number one, and I think I should find someone better that can respect not only me, but my daughter and her mother. It sounds like OP's like, we're still going to talk about this. I'm still going to... OP is going to be the bigger person. OP's going to take the high road here, but she's on thin fucking ice. Thin fucking ice. Wendy deserves CDDA. Very glad you got... Oh, this is a huge... Never mind. This is a huge comment. That's so long. Never mind. I'm not going to read that. Damn. Damn, dude. She watched him go into the bedroom and cry, not talk to her for 2 days. She still didn't let him know the tapes were in her car. She had so many chances to fix this, but didn't until he threatened divorce. Yeah. She didn't relent until it affected her. Exactly. So incredibly selfish. Absolutely. Yes. That's... I feel like I throw around narcissism too much, but that's fucking narcissism, dude. I don't care about I don't care about anything I do affecting you as long as I get my way until it negatively affects me. And then I'll apologize. And then I'll try to make amends. Like, sure. Yeah, you, like, the initial apology we know is now complete and utter bullshit because she had the tapes. If she was really actually sorry, she would have been like, my bad. I didn't know it would affect you this much. I didn't actually throw them away. I kept them. Here you go. It was so premeditated. Right. I don't fucking think so. I don't think so. What was the question again? Am I the whole for ignoring my wife? No. I don't think so. No. Okay, the whole Inspector subreddit is popping the fuck off with posts recently. Goddamn. All right. Speedrun Binghole Squares so I can get into this one because the title... What? The title is buck fucking wild. Binghole Squares. Entitlement. It's not about you. hit them with your car. That's just weird. Edit comment had crucial information. Jealousy post again. Not the whole. Throw the whole relationship away. Shitty step/parent post. Gaslighting manipulation. There you go. We're probably not going to get to keyword searches today, and I'm really bummed about it, but I've got to fucking know what this means. I've got to know what this means. I feel like we should have a That's Just Evil post in addition to That's Just Weird. Right. That one we do kind of run into a lot, actually. God damn, dude. Really messes with me is why couldn't she hold space in his heart for his late wife? Yeah, okay. Why couldn't he hold space in his heart for his late wife? Like, why should he get over someone who passed away? Right. Like, they didn't break up. They didn't separate. They didn't leave on bad terms. She fucking died. Like, you don't tell someone to quit loving a family member that passed away, right? Like, I don't know. It's fucking weird to me. Anyway, maybe if I speed through this one fast enough, we can do at least one keyword search. All right, new Dickie going live. New Dickie. Am I the whole for refusing to let my cousin name her baby after me because of a family prophecy? What? Huh? What? Whomst? Huh? What? Am I the whole for refusing to let my cousin name her baby after me because of a family prophecy? I've literally never heard the word prophecy used in a manner like this before. It makes me so incredibly suspicious. But the prophecy! Leah, that's why I wanted to read it, because, like, what? I can't imagine being so up my own ass. Maybe I would be an okay parent. The more and more I read about this shit, the more I'm like, yeah, I'd be a good dad. But I think about that a lot, but then I think about, like, my worst days. The days, my lowest lows, you know? And I'm like, I don't know if I could handle this and also still needing to raise a child, you know? Ms., oh my God. Am I the whole for refusing to let my cousin name her baby after me because of a quote-unquote family prophecy? Gatekeeping the prophecy, like damn right. That's why you'd be a good parent. I think so anyway. Yeah. Am I the whole for refusing to let my cousin name her baby after me because of a family prophecy? Okay, before we get into this post, real quick, one last time, I'm so sorry. We are doing pee-pee pushes. I'm going to talk about pee-pee one more time, and then not again, for YouTube and for Twitch. We're currently pushing for Partner Plus, exclamation point PPP. We're shooting for the ability to have a 70-30 split on sub revenue on Twitch for all subs except for primers. In order to qualify for this 70-30 split, this upgraded revenue share, I have to reach 300 Partner Plus points for 3 months in a row. In order to get Partner Plus points, I have to have self-paid subs and resubs equaling 300 points. A tier 1 sub is 1 point, a tier 2 sub is 2 points, a tier 3 sub is 6 points. And we need to have 300 points by the end of the month, and then also 2 months after that. 3 months in a row, we have to have 300 points. So if you enjoy the content, this Twitch is my main source of income. It allows me to do what I do and bring you the content, the videos that we make. So if you are able to, I would really appreciate the support and helping us make my PP really big and huge. Thank you so much. And enough, that's enough shilling. I am so uncomfortable asking for support like that. So I'm not doing it again today. Okay, am I the whole for refusing to let my cousin name her baby after me because of a family prophecy? I, 23 Femme, have a cousin, Lila, 25 Femme, who is very into family lore, spiritual omens, and old prophecies that have been passed down through our great-grandmother's side. Most of the time, I just go along with it because it's harmless. Stuff like never plant rosemary on a full moon, or our bloodline has a connection to the ocean. Weird, but whatever. Now she's pregnant, and things have gotten intense. Oh. Uh-oh. Last week, she announced that she wants to name her daughter after me. I was flattered at first and asked why she chose my name. That's when she got all serious and said, "Because you're the chosen one." Wait. Wait. No. You're kidding me. What? Oh, no. All I can think of is Change Bit. Yeah, I'm the chosen one. I'm really good at swords and stuff. You know, like that. You know what I mean? Last week, excuse me? She explained that according to a family prophecy, a girl born into our bloodline with my name would have a great spiritual awakening, unlock ancient family powers, and become the protector of our lineage. I laughed, thinking she was joking. She wasn't. She said she felt her baby was meant to be the true heir to the prophecy, and by giving her my name, she could absorb my connection to whatever mystical forces our great-grandmother supposedly tapped into. That's not how prophecies work. Like, okay, for just a second. Living in the world where the prophecy was true. You can't assign the chosen one being yourself. You can't, that's not how that works. It's right, Beanie. It's chosen one, not chosen maybe my daughter too? Maybe mine also? But no, I want my daughter to be the chosen one, though. You can't just, like, I'm willing to play in this space that you have created. That's not how prophecies work. What do you mean? Oh. Oh. Oh my f***ing God. Oh my God. It gets, like, this is bad. This is bad and weird. Bad and weird. To a very high degree. It gets so much worse than that. Then she got weirdly intense and said, I need you to release the name to her. Dragon, you thought you were joking. I asked what that meant, and she said, for the magic to work, I needed to stop using my name and let it fully belong to her daughter. I was like, Lila, you want me to give up my own name? She nodded and said I could pick a new one, something neutral and mundane, so I wouldn't compete for the energy. As someone who is into family lore, spiritual omens, and old prophecies, you should know that's not how that works. What do you mean? I thought this was absolutely insane, and I told her, hell no, my name is my name. She got really upset and said I was being selfish with my spiritual destiny. Even with your own logic, my spiritual destiny. What? You sound... Listen, I'm also a very spiritual person. You sound fucking stupid right now. If the prophecy was a girl in the bloodline with this name, it's gonna be someone who got the name, not the one who was given it. What are you talking about? You know what? True. You should be like, yeah, I'll do it if you give me $1 million. I will change my name legally so that your unborn baby can absorb the mystical energies if you pay me $1 million. She said that I was being selfish with my spiritual destiny and that I should be honored that her child was meant to fulfill the prophecy. Now, some family members who are also into the whole mysticism thing are saying I should at least consider it because this is bigger than me and the prophecy has never been wrong before. Oh my God. Oh my God. I honestly don't care if the kid gets magical powers or not. I'm not renaming myself just so her baby can have full access to the family spirits or whatever. Am I the whole for refusing to give up my name? 100%. This is some cult shit. I would like this. I am very extraordinarily concerned for this baby's welfare now. Oh my God. Madam Zeroni? This is like if Zuko caught Avatar Aang and then was like, I'm Aang now. You have to change your name. I'm not one to advocate or even consider using someone's culture and beliefs as a weapon against them. I'm just going to say that now. However, the top comment here says, not the whole. Tell her you are indeed the chosen one, and if she tries to steal your powers, you will curse her and all her descendants. Someone replied, I know this is probably a joke, but this actually might be the only answer she accepts. I would go hard on being the chosen one every time I saw her. Are there any updates at all? No. That's so unfortunate. But there is another Am I the Asshole post from her. Damn. Yeah, no, not the asshole. That's wild. That's huh? Also, Vine, I saw you earlier. Hello, good morning, happy birthday. I love you. You're fantastic. I miss you a lot. We should hang out more. We should play some video games or something. I should come visit again. This is, I need a reality show right now. Wow, yeah. I know you're the chosen one, but I want to choose my own daughter so we can do a swap. Yeah, right. That's so ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Hey, it's my cake day on Reddit was 5 days ago. Oh. Hi, I love you too. I miss you too. You're good. I'm just walking on the treadmill. Okay, huge. Yes. Huge, incredible, beautiful. I've not seen I miss you like that. Yeah. I've not seen that abbreviated that way before. I'm just old and bald, okay? Well, you made your Reddit account at the same time we started Hole Inspector? That's kind of wholesome. No. My cake day, I've been on Reddit for 9 years now. It is my 9th cake day. Yeah. But it was 5 days ago. I totally missed that. That's unfortunate. Damn, I wish I would have saw that. Welcome to Birthday Holes Part 1? Part 2 in 2 weeks? 14 days from now? Not next hole inspector, but the hole inspector afterwards. Birthday holes. Birthday holes part 2. Birthday holes part 2. You know? My absolutely filthy mind. Oh, not saying that one out loud. Jesus. Okay. All right. Okay. That is all the time I have today, unfortunately. I told my little brother that we would play Minecraft after stream today and after I got dinner together. So I have to end on time. Yeah. And I'm very, very much like, I have to spend time with them. I've literally been feeling guilty about not spending enough time with them. And I'm so sorry to dump this on you right before we end stream, but my little brother got a concussion last night. My mom thinks that he wrecked his four-wheeler and then didn't tell anybody. And then he got a headache, was like stumbling around, and then like couldn't form coherent sentences. They took him to the hospital, and then he didn't recognize my mom. So that freaked me the fuck out. And it was probably made worse by the fact that I didn't see any of the other text messages in my text notification on my phone, other than he doesn't know who I am from my mom. Terrifying. Fucking terrifying, dude. Is he okay now? From what I hear, hey, let me literally check my phone right now. He's up, moving around. He just has a headache. But yeah, that's the last update I got. Yeah, he's doing good this morning, awake and alert, just a headache. Okay. Yeah, that freaked me out quite a bit. So anyway, I'm gonna dump you all at OT's place. I'm gonna dump you on OT. OT's gonna try and rope me into a discussion or show me a video or something. Tell him I literally cannot. I'm getting food and I'm hanging out. Because I promised I'd hang out with my little brother, and I'm not gonna flake on him. What's the raid message for OT? Dump and run. Got it. Yeah. Pump and pounce. Yeah. No, that's one of my little brothers. I have triplet baby brothers. I have twin baby brothers. I have 2 blood brothers, 2 step brothers, and then I consider Ben to be one of my brothers. Because his family basically adopted me when I moved out of my mom's house.
It's
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah, I have 10 brothers. 10 brothers. Yeah. It was one of 3 of the triplets. Yeah. I like Prophecy Child Raid. All right, we're going to raid one topic. We're raiding one topic. Copy and paste that raid message. If you're a subscriberini of mine, if you're not a subscriberini of mine, copy and paste that message and use whatever sort of emotes you would like, whether it be yours, mine, or somebody else's. Does not matter to me. Also, go follow my friend Vine right now. Please. Please and spankies. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Anyway, also check out Hole Inspector on YouTube. We have almost 150 episodes of edited Hole Inspector content if you would like to check that out. Consider subscribing and making my pee-pee bigger to prove to Daddy Bezos that I deserve to earn a living wage. Thank you so much. That would also be cool, but I hate asking for subs, so you don't have to, but it would be cool. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow for Hardcore WoW Shenanigans, where we've been doing a series where we've been 3-manning Hardcore Classic WoW. We've been 3-manning every single dungeon at level as we've been leveling up. We're at Shadowfang Keep now, which we'll be running as a 3-person party tomorrow. And then I think I'm going to be doing a collab soon with 8BitD. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye. I'm running out of time.